Hey guys, what's up? It's iJevin. How is everybody doing? I am back with another episode of Factions. I'm back with another episode of Factions Let's Play. And right now I'm /V because I don't want a bunch of people chasing me out of spawn. In about 100 blocks or so I'll change it because I do want to play fair. So play fairsies, play fairsies. Anyway, so what's going on with Jevinator? Jevinator is doing really well, guys, because of you. All because of you guys. You guys are doing wonderful, and I just want to thank you guys for being so freaking awesome. That's about it, really. I mean, the server is barely even a month old yet, and we're averaging almost over 100 players a day, which is insane for any new server, unless you have a ton of subscribers. So, anyway, so what are we doing today? Well, today we're actually going to start a faction. And we're going to build a super base. And I think once Aragon and all the other admins get online, I will invite them to the faction and kind of go from there. So, anyways, it's going to be a lot of fun, I think. And plus, we have MC MMO now, so pretty cool, I think. And I'm actually pretty excited. I was thinking about this, like, so here's how my thought process goes. When I play something, it's whether or not I'm going to be addicted or not. You know, like, you play it once and you're like, you know. And then you play it a couple more times and you're like, okay, this is starting to get fun. When I start to think about it at nighttime, when I go to bed, that's when I know I'm addicted. And last night, all I did was think about factions the entire time. So, like, I'm, like, sitting here thinking about it like, man, what am I going to do for my base? Like, so I have an idea. I'm going to dig down to bedrock, and I'm going to merge the floor with obsidian with the bedrock. We're going to have 2 thick walls with water on the outside of each, and the ceiling will be 2 thick with water on top, so there's no possible way anybody can get into my base with TNT. So unless they're very, very good with ender pearls, then, you know, more power to them. And I was thinking I might actually leave like a little prize if somebody can get into my base, because I'll probably end up using like ender chests to store most of my stuff. And I was thinking, like, I should leave like a diamond block in the middle of the room. But I don't know, like, I really want to have like a really big area, you know. And so to do that, you know, you gotta invite people so they can claim land as well. I'm gonna go ahead and turn F map on. And so this will tell us, like, where factions are, and I don't think anything's right here. So this is this looks like a decent spot. I should have probably unvanished. I'm so sorry, guys. I did not even realize I was still vanished. I'm just looking around. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna be pretty decent. So let's go ahead and do /V. So we're live in the game. Let's go ahead and make a crafting table. There we go. Just like that. And let's go ahead and we're gonna break this down. So I'm just using a kit just like everybody else is. I'm not using any. That's a common misconception with me. A lot of people think that I use some sort of like god tier kit, you know, because I'm the owner of the server. That's not the case. I'm just using another kit just like you guys are. It's nothing spectacular. Could definitely be more improvements, but whatever, who cares? So I've got my buckets of water. The only thing that I think I'm going to need is coal, which I kind of forgot to buy. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to create our faction. Let's see. So let's do F, create, and what should we name our faction? Jevinator's rule. Okay. F, create. The 10 characters thing is stupid. Because Jevinator is like 10 letters. Let's see. I don't know, give me a second. Alright, so I've decided that this faction's name is going to be named after our lost friend SLIMEY. So we're going to do F create, and then we're going to do S, and then LIMEY, and then Yeah, there we go. So we're named after Slimy, and then so let's do F descript, and then we'll do let's see, faction of iJevin named after his BFF. Okay, and then so obviously we want to live here, don't we? I mean, this is a pretty decent spot. Let's get rid of all this nonsense really quickly. So yeah, let's go ahead and do F claim. You claimed your faction from wilderness, and then so let's go ahead and do F map. And I hate how F map doesn't give you kind of like a boundary, but I'm sure it won't be too hard to find the boundaries for it. What I'm going to do is, let's see, I should be able to keep walking and it should tell me like wilderness and something. People want to ally. I'll ally him in a second. I want to just find the wilderness of this really quickly. There's so many people in chat talking. Anyways, guys, what I want to do now is I want to dig down to bedrock, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, guys, so I have dug this out. Too high so far. What I plan to do now is I plan to change the floor to all the empty spots to obsidian. So just like this. And so there will be really no way to get underneath of the base, which will be awesome. So we'll just simply go through and just replace all of this. So the combination of bedrock and obsidian is pretty unstoppable on the bottom side like that. And then, so what I plan to do for the outside is, like, you know, I said I was going to place water down. Well, I'm going to bring the base in one block. So it's going to be like, instead of, what is it, 16 by 16, it's going to be 15 by 15. And then I'll pour water down all the sides of it. That way there's water that's still in my faction. So it'll be pretty cool, I think. So let me go ahead and get the floor changed out, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, guys, I am back. So now that the ceiling, I've raised the ceiling up 2 blocks. We've got a total of 4 high. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to start laying the inside rim of our building down. Just like so. Now, crap. Let me get rid of this. So the reason why I'm doing this is that way we can put water and it'll still be in our faction. Because if we put water on the outside of our base and it's not inside of our faction claim, then people can remove the water. And that's not a good idea. So this is a generally decent sized base. So, you know, 15 by 15 or 14 by 14. I think it's 14 by 14 because of the one on each side. But still, you know, it's a pretty good sized base. So we're going to have to move this. I recently got to level, I think it's level 40 on my my pickaxe. So that's pretty cool. I'm really liking the MCMMO. I'm pretty excited that we added it, to be honest with you, because I've never experienced anything like that, and it's a lot of fun. Alright, so let's get rid of all this. I'm gonna have to make a new pickaxe here in a minute, I think, but that'd be cool. That or I'll just repair this one. I don't think I'm gonna have enough XP to repair it, but we'll see. Alright, so I'm literally just going to lay the walls just like this, and so right now this is 14 by 14. If we do double walls, it'll be 11 by 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Maybe I counted wrong. That's weird. I probably counted wrong, but it's all good. Either way, you know, I could be wrong with the... My super breaker ability has been refreshed, yeah, so if we scroll up in chat here, it's probably super far away by now, but alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna make the walls too thick just so it's a little bit more security, and I might actually raise the ceiling up one because we're only too high if we do it like that. So so that's the game plan. Gonna raise the ceiling up one more block. I will make the walls too thick, and then I'll be back. Alright, guys, so our base is pretty much finished. Now there is a couple things I want to do because this looks dreadful. Looks terrible. We just need to get rid of the dripping water in the bottom part. I'm okay with the obsidian walls. So what we're going to do is we're going to do warp shop. I've already set my home here, so I should be able to have no problems here. So we're looking for wool. I'm not sure if we sell wool. We do sell wool. Okay. Let's see. So let's take a stack of this. Actually, let's do 2 stacks. There we go. And let's see. I think that's all that I'm going to need. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. So let's do F home. Alright, awesome. So what we're going to do... Actually, you know what? We need to go right back there for a second. I forgot glowstone. I knew I forgot something. Warp shop. So my base is it's pretty cool. It's got water surrounding the entire thing, so I should be okay. We're going to buy some glowstone. Probably don't need 64 of it, but whatever. So let's do F home. And alright, so let's get going here. So what I'm going to do, I think, is every couple of blocks I'm going to break out the obsidian. Probably like we'll start here and kind of work our way through here. I don't want to get rid of too much of it, and I'm going to put glowstone down on the floor. I'll be right back because it's going to take a minute to break all that. Right, so my efficiency pickaxe broke, which kind of sucks, but oh well. Let's go ahead and grab our glowstone. And so we're going to put the glowstone in the floor, just like so. Try to get as many out as I could. But I didn't want to take too many out to lose, like, to lose the area. So that should be enough light, I think. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to make carpet. Because carpet is better looking than glowstone, obsidian, and all this stuff. And we should... Wait, you can't place, I was gonna say, you can't place carpet over glowstone. Why do I have to shift to do it, though? Oh, maybe I don't. That was weird. So I'm gonna fill all this in. And so we'll have a nice little area inside of our house with no torches. Yay! So leave it to Jevin, leave it to me, to build a factions house, which is primarily storing for items. To when we raid other people, and turn it into a house that looks decent enough to actually place carpet down. I find that funny. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. All right, we need a little bit more. I'm gonna have to break the chest and stuff. We'll figure out how we're gonna store the chest. But that's hilarious. I think. Leave it to Jevin to try to interior design a faction square. Hey, leave me alone. We're not done yet, though. It gets better than this. We're gonna do half slabs on the ceiling so the water will stop dripping down. I'm gonna have the sweetest factions base around. Okay. Alright, so I want to talk about the shop. I don't really like talking about donations and stuff like that. But we are going to be adding more stuff to the shop within the next couple of days. We're going to add, right now, what we have is we have kits for factions. Like, so you can buy the kit that I'm using. Or we have MCMMO points. So, like, right now my pickaxe is level 40. But if you were to buy the points, you could distribute those points to anything that you wanted, technically. So, okay, that might be enough. I don't think so, though. It's 3 stacks. So we're gonna fill in the ceiling. I don't want to see the water dripping down anymore. That's the thing. But so yeah, we're gonna be adding more stuff to the store, and I'm gonna start doing this thing to when I record. If you bought a kit that day, I'm gonna give your username a shout out, because I feel like that's fair, because you guys do so much supporting of this server. Like, there's always players on, whether or not I'm on. People are always recording videos on it. Like, I see so many videos, and I try to like them all as much as I can. But you know, I try my best, and I was moving before, but now I'll be on a lot. Sorry, I had to answer him. So I asked if I had been on the server a lot, and like now that we're done moving, I can actually sit down and have time to actually play. So, which is pretty awesome because, you know, before I felt bad because we launched the server and then I was out of the office for like a week. So it's like, yay, you know? So, back to what I was saying. So anytime you buy a kit while I'm recording or I'm on stream, I'll give your username a shout out, and, which is just something fun for the people that like to support the server. So like I was saying, we're going to be adding more stuff to the shop. Primarily, we're going to be adding in-game money. So like anytime I go to the shop and, you know, buy like glowstone or something, that's in-game money, and we're going to use that to we're going to put that in the store, and we're going to put XP in the store too as well. So pretty cool. Okay, so now we need to figure out what we're going to do with the chest situation. So first off, let's make sure that we have enough wood to make a couple chests here. Go here. There we go. So let's go ahead and break all this. And I was going to try to repair my pickaxe, but that didn't work so well. Carpet. There we go. And so if we place chests down, yeah, it should be right there. We can still open that. How do I want to do this? I kind of want to put them on the walls. Just because, you know, the center area is a little bit easier to get to. Something like that, maybe. Did I pick up those other chests, or are they still in there? I think I picked them up. Okay, well, here's what we'll do. We'll drop all this stuff off, or at least get most of it up. Like so. Is that everything? That is everything. Alright, so if we were to place a chest there, so it makes it uneven. Alright, so what we can do is, we'll have a pattern. What we need to do is we need to do warp shop. So that in-game money that we're going to be adding to the online store that you use like real life money to buy stuff with, you'll be able to come here and buy more stuff. So that works out. Let's grab some wood. Oh, I guess I should right click. Oh, that's podzol. I don't want podzol. Dumb. Cobblestone. I hate when people stand in my way. I feel like that's like the rudest thing ever, you know? So please don't do that if you're if you're watching this next time. Alright, so crafting table. And we'll just put that down right here. And then so what we'll do is we'll get rid of this guy and these. There we go. And let's make some wood. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. I'll organize this stuff in just a second. I do want to get an ender chest as well, but that'll come later on. So I'm putting it all out there. So if you can get into my base, you can have the stuff. You know, it's yours. You earned it. Anybody that can get into this base, yeah, you definitely deserved all the stuff in the chest because that's a pain in the ass. Okay, so something like that. And I think we might do the same on the other side. Maybe put 2 furnaces in the middle. I'm legitly like designing a base right now. That's just how I do things around here. So yeah, something like that, I think. Alright, let's go ahead and make what we need, 8 chests. Yeah. Let's break all that down. I know I have 5 already, but it's all good. There we go. And let's go ahead and make some more crafting tables. 2 more. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use ender chests because I kind of feel like that might be a little unfair. Go there. Go there. And furnaces. There we go. Nice little design here. I gotta say, I'm really liking it. Now, the only thing that might suck is when somebody shoots TNT at the wall, it might blow up the chest, but that's just something that we're going to have to live with, you know? Nothing we can actually do about that, so... There we go. And so here's how I've been getting so much money. Watch this. I'll, let's see. I want to start an auction. So let's see. We'll do auction start 1. We'll start it at $1,000. Hold something to auction. Okay. Do all that again. So I'm auctioning off a diamond block. Let's see how high this thing sells for. If it'll... Hello? Okay. I don't know if this is my auction or somebody else's auction. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know, do I still have to hold it? I don't think so. Alright. Auction has 3 seconds remaining. Okay. So I think my auction will start now. Or in a second at least. I don't know. Hold something to auction. I want to auction something. That's so weird. Why is it doing that? Huh. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. That's probably it, I would imagine. Oh, whatever. Who cares? I wanted to auction something. Whatever. You would think that... Here, let's do /auction. So, auction... in stop. So, auction quantity... Okay, so we were doing it right. Auction start quantity price... increment... INC. I don't know what INC means. So... Alright, so let's redo this. So let's do auction start, and then we want to sell 1. Hold on, I'm gonna get this in my hand. And then quantity 1. So this is starting for $100. You can buy a block of diamond. This thing is gonna raise pretty quick though. 300, 1,000, 1,100. Holy shit. 1,200, 2,000. The bidding is going nuts. 2,100. So this is how I've like been getting money, because people just buy the shit out of this stuff. It's cheap, yeah, 2,500. So yeah, I actually think they'd be getting a deal on this if they actually try to buy it in this store. 2,600. This is so much fun though, guys. You gotta admit. I wonder how much time is left on the auction. It should say in just a second. 3 seconds, okay. 2,900. I think Lemon just got outbid, because Lemon was really trying for it. $2,900. Nice! 290 was for tax. Did it for fun. Alright, so, let's do /balance, because I have no idea how much money I have. I have 55,000. That's not bad. Alright, there's another thing I wanted to try really quickly before we end this. I'm not sure that it'll work or not, though, because of the carpet. There's a bunch of stairs. I was like thinking it'd be kind of cool to put stairs under there, but yeah, I can't do that. Alright, cool. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode of Factions. Next episode, we're going to try our hand at raiding a little bit, and I'm going to invite some people to our faction, and we're going to get building and try to make this thing a beast. So it'll be awesome. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a great day. Don't forget to join on the server. The IP is at the top of the video. This is iJevin. Peace out.